Okay, good evening everybody, welcome to this little live stream. I hope you're all well. So I thought I'd do like a little lecture session tonight because obviously on Sunday I wasn't able to do one because my internet was kaput, and then I tried to do a live stream last night and it was just a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. like my internet kept crashing, everything kept cutting out every 5 minutes. I think like there's a whole like at least 2 or 3 hours where I was sitting there weren't know what happened to it or anything like that. So yeah, I thought I'd do like a little extra live stream this evening where I basically do what I was planning to do in the live stream on Sunday and last night. So what I've been working on recently is I want to come up with a couple of little fisherman friend characters. So if I get out my one of my little sketchbooks, I've been working. Got to be careful not to show you a few secret projects. Hold on. Yeah, so I've been working on doing these little fisherman like this bear doing some salmon fishing. Let me move it so I can show you properly. So it's like a little cartoony character of a bear doing some fishing, and then I was trying to think of the other day what kind of other animals could be like his little fisherman friend, so I thought like a little river otter. I did the other day randomly think of like maybe a duck and a kingfisher and stuff like that, but what I've started trying to do is just doing some other little studies of some otters and obviously a bear, doing some little salmon fishing. So I've completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, what I thought I'd do in tonight's live stream is I want to carry on trying to do some little animal studies. So I think probably as like a little warm-up, even though these aren't going to be minutes, I want to start by painting these little hairs just because it will give me a bit of a warm-up and I can just get my mind in the zone ready to do some painting. And then later on this evening I want to design my little otter here as a little fisherman friend character and kind of use this little painting that I done last night to inspire that. And yeah, I might end up coming. The other thing I did think of today was that I'd quite like to do this little painting on an actual canvas and then kind of like design like an actual scene around them, to fit in with my little daffodil and duck collection, which is this one here where it's like a duck and it's little ducklings surrounded by flowers and stuff. So I thought it would be quite nice to perhaps do another canvas which is similar to this one, featuring this little otter here. So I might sit and design that tonight. And then the other thing that I thought I could do tonight is carry on with my big bear painting, and yeah, basically just have a whole evening doing some arty crafty stuff. So hopefully my internet is a bit better this evening. I know it might be a little bit laggy, but we'll see if we can make it work. So I am going to get on with painting this little hair as like a little warm-up study, and I'll probably talk you through a little bit what I'm doing, and yeah, we'll go from there. Let me just have a quick sip of water. Right. So yeah, I'm just going to sit and paint this little hair as a warm-up. Just because I like to do like little warm-ups. I call them my little daily doodles because I don't try and put too much pressure on myself to make them look perfect or anything, but they're kind of just like a way of practicing for the day and head in the zone and working out like if I'm having a good drawing day or a bad drawing day, and just if there's anything I need to practice, and it's just kind of about building up a bit of a routine with painting as well, because I know some people say that painting is like exercising a muscle, which I do sort of agree with, because I do find that if I've had a couple of weeks off not doing any painting, which does sometimes happen, it's rare it does happen, it's usually when I'm like it's usually when I'm like in a creative block where I don't paint for quite long periods of time, but usually I paint very regularly. But I do find that if I have had time off where I haven't been painting, I tend to take a couple of days to get back into like actually painting things that I actually like. So yeah, right, so I'm going to start off with this little hair. The first bit I think I'm going to do is just a bit above the little hair's eyes. So let's get on with doing that. So he's got like little white eyelids. Trouble is, I am running out a little bit of white paint. I need to get on Amazon and order some more, really. Especially if there's like I've got a black and white painting of my granddad which I'm working on at the moment, and that's taken up quite a lot of white paint. I want to get it done, so I'm gonna have to see if I can order some more. Right, probably need to get out some blue paint. Try and mix up a bit of brown as well. Right. I don't quite know why I decided to paint this on an A3 piece of paper. I could have done it in my sketchbook, but I just felt like I just kind of grabbed the nearest thing and decided to go with it, which sometimes comes in quite handy to work in a different environment. I find if you're if you're in a bit of a creative block, if you take yourself out of working in something that you usually do, so it might be not working at your desk, or it might be like working on a different type of paper or a different type of surface, or perhaps doing collage or something instead of just painting. Sometimes that can help get you out of a bit of a creative block, which is what I've been finding recently. So I'm gradually coming out of a bit of a creative block at the moment, but I think that by working, like I've been doing a lot more like knitting and sewing and just kind of being creative in other ways apart from just working in my sketchbook. It's helping me come out of my little creative block that I once was in for quite a long time this year. Okay, so he's got quite a little whitey patch there. Got a bit of a brownish bit underneath here. His little hair seems to have like some little bluey tints to his fur. Especially around his face anyway. Okay, I'm going to get out some more yellow paint, I think. And I might get out some ochre paint if I can find some. Get out my long proddy stick so I can ones which need to be unsealed. Ouch. I nearly prodded myself in the finger then. Right. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Mixing a bit of white with the yellow ochre paint. At least it's not as windy tonight. Last night it was very windy, and it might have been half the reason why my internet was struggling last night. So I need to make his body a little bit wider than what I've sketched it. Need to tone down that blue line that I just put in. Mix a bit of yellow and white together. I want to go for quite a bright bit because it's reflecting the sun. Oh, just need to move my camera lead out of the way. try a bit of red paint as well. I like to use little bits of red in my painting because I can't remember who says it now, but there's some kind of theory about when you use red paint, it adds some kind of, I think it's some kind of life or something. I can't remember the saying, but it's some kind of like theory behind using red paint that helps to bring like paintings to life a little bit. I think it's the same kind of principle as, you know, like 3D telly, or like when you have to go to Flip Cinema and wear like 3D glasses. I think that's part of, they've discovered something about the colour of red that makes things come to life. I could be talking absolute nonsense here. I think it's something that I heard on TikTok or something, but yeah, apparently using red just helps bring animals to life a little bit more. Don't know how true it is, don't know what it's based on, but I think I heard something on TikTok about that at some point. This little rabbit or hare does have a lot of blue in him. It's like a bluey, grey, browny colour, but I'm going to put a base load of blue in first. And then I'll probably lighten it up a little bit. A quick sip of my drink. So yeah, once I've painted this little hair and possibly this little hair, I want to do a little bit of character designing, I think, and design a little otter fisherman friend. I was originally going to do like an otter witch, because I had a study of an otter carrying a pumpkin in one of my sketchbooks, and it's one that I've kind of haven't done anything with yet, but I think I might. God, his hair is a really multicolourful little hair. Mind you saying that the ones that are hopping around outside on the field near where we live are quite bright and colourful as well. Get the front fluff painted in down here. It's got quite a light whitey bit of fluff down at the front, but I'm going to mix in some pink and some brown into some white just to kind of do the fluff in the background. Careful not to make it too similar to the pink background that I've painted on the paper. And I'm going to do some more fluff down here. Got very fluffy legs, Mr. Hairy has. Okay, let's get some I'm going to get hiccups now. Just put a bit of yellow ochre around that fluff. Mr. Rabbit here is about to kick the otter in the head. Done them too close together, but never mind. Paint a little bit of the foot in. Okay, and then we've got to do this front leg here. Lighten that up a little bit.